Stephen Stanley, Assistant Professor, PG Department of English, Don Bosco College, Kottayam. This is the 7th lecture of the paper History of English Language, Semester 4. Dear students, this is the second part of the topic word formation. In the last lecture, we discussed word formation and two methods. Today, I introduce a few more methods of word formation. Let's begin with the method abbreviation or shortening or clipped forms. It means shortening of words by the omission of sounds from the beginning, middle or the end. Or simply we can say that we can create words by deleting or omitting sounds from the beginning, middle or the end of a word. And it is one of the most general forms or methods of change giving rise to new words. And now I introduce the term aphasis. It means when shortening takes place as a result of a gradual or unintentional loss of an unaccented or unstressed vowel at the beginning of the word, it is called aphasis. I repeat, when shortening takes place as a result of a gradual or unintentional loss or deletion or omission of an unaccented or unstressed vowel sound at the beginning of a word, we can say it is aphasis. For example, the word cute comes out of the word acute by deleting the vowel sound a from the word acute. I hope it is clear this far, and I introduce another topic or term, apocope. The shortening that takes place as a result of the omission of the final syllable is called apocope. For example, cab from cabriolet, photo from photograph, and so on. And here are more examples. We have the word flu from influenza, fridge from refrigerator, bike from bicycle. We have the word bus from omnibus, lab from laboratory, plane from aeroplane, phone from telephone, zoo from zoological gardens, ad from advertisement, mic from microphone, exam from examination. Now let's move on to the next method, syncopation. This is the process by which a word is shortened by the omission of a vowel or consonant on either side running together. For example, hence and else. As you all know, in the modern English, we have the word hence, H-E-N-C, hence. Actually, the word hence or the spelling H-E-N-C-E is derived from the word hennes, having the spelling H-E-N-E-S. And by the process of syncopation, we know here two vowels are running together. Dear students, H-E-N-E-S is the Middle English spelling of the modern English word hence. Here we see on either side a vowel sound runs together, and here the vowel sound is a sound or the letter E, and when it is deleted or eliminated, we have the spelling H-E-N-S, hence. And hence, H-E-N-C, hence is the modern English spelling of H-E-N-S, hence. I hope you understand the method syncopation. Next method, portmanteau words. It is also known as blends. It means a new word is formed by combining part of one word with part of another, and the new word carries with it the idea behind both the original terms. Writers like Lewis Carroll, the author of Alice in Wonderland, made many such blends or portmanteau words. Two of his creations have become fairly well known. For example, he combined the words gallop and triumph, forming the word galump, G-A-L-L-U-M-P. Like that, Thomas Carroll has given us the word Gigmanity by combining the words jig and humanity to refer to those people of his time who considered themselves socially superior because they possessed a jig. There are a number of words which originated in this way and which are now part of normal English vocabulary. For example, brunch. The word brunch is formed by combining part of breakfast and lunch. Then melodrama by combining melody and drama. Then travelogue by combining travel and monologue. Smog by combining smoke and fog. Infotainment by combining information and entertainment. And we have many more examples. Radio set and gramophone, radiogram. When we compare motorist and hotel, we have motel. Electric and execute, forming electrocute. Then communication satellite combined form comsat. Global and local combined form glocal, etc. Next method, telescoping. This is a process by which two words are combined into one, often with the elision or deletion of a vowel. For example, to do on and to do off. Here the vowel O is deleted. And the last example, at one. Earlier it has two parts, at and one, and later combined into one and forms it aton. Next method, meta-analysis or reanalysis. This is the name given to the incorrect division of words. For example, we have nickname, we have orange and apron. Dear students, these words are formed out of incorrect division of words. As we all know, in English we have definite article and indefinite article. Definite article the and indefinite article a and an. We write the letter A before the words beginning with the consonant sound, and we write an before the words beginning with the vowel sound. Yes, when we analyze the given words, firstly, nickname, we can see that firstly it was igname. So we place an before the word igname, and later, due to the incorrect division, the new word is formed, that is nickname. Like that orange, earlier it was norange, and due to the incorrect division of words, now we have orange. Dear students, it's simple. That is, once we had napkin and we place the letter A napkin, and later due to incorrect division or misunderstanding, people separated the letter N from the beginning of the word and added it with the indefinite article A. Finally, we have the word apron. In modern English, we say an apron. Dear students, I hope you understand all the methods that we have discussed today. Please write the important points as your assignment. Thank you.